Today we're going to take a look at Google Sites, which has been revamped recently. It's a really quick and easy way to make nice looking websites that you can use for your classroom or clubs and activities or anything that you'd like. So here's an example of a website I created using Sites. It didn't take very long. You've got a menu navigation that's automatic up here for different pages to the website. And down at the bottom there's a little sample of what it will look like on a tablet. And you can see everything looks the same there, or even on a mobile phone. And so all of this is kind of automatically formatted and organized for you. Very simple to create. So we're going to take a look at that today. There's 3 ways to get to Google Sites. And so the first way is to go to your Google Drive, click on the New button, and if you go down to More, you should see Google Sites right there. If you click on that, it's going to try to create a brand new Google site for you, and you'll be right away placed into the editor for your new website. Another place you can go to get there is the waffle button here. Click that, and if you don't see Google Sites here, try clicking More, and you might find it farther down the list. But clicking this is one way to get there. And the third way to get there is to open a new tab and just type in sites.google.com. If it takes you to a site that looks kind of like this, which is what the old Google Sites used to look like, please look for this button down here that says New Google Sites. And when you click that, that takes you to this page where you can use the plus button down here to create a brand new site. These are previous website documents that I've created in the new Google Sites. I'm going to start out, like probably most of you will, in Google Drive. I'll click the New button, and I'll go down to More, and I'll click Google Sites. This is our starting place. Let me describe the work area for you. Up at the top, you've got a header. You've got spots to give it a file name for your site, a website name, which would show up here in the top left corner, and a title for your first page. Below that is the content area where you'll add different things. Up in the top right, there are some controls. You've got an undo and redo button. You've got a preview button to take a look at how your website will appear to users. You've got a button for adding editors. So if you want to have more than one person help you create the website, you can add more people to the project. The publish button is something we'll do towards the end. Once you get it organized, you can publish, and then that puts it out there for others to see. This 3-dot menu here contains a link for site analytics, which tells you how many people are visiting your page and things like that. There's a spot to send feedback to Google, a help page, and a tour if you want to see some of the features. On the right side of the screen is the panel that has all the things you can add to your website. So basically you're just going to add text boxes, images. Those are the 2 primary things you'll add. You can embed URLs, so other website addresses you can embed into your own. You can upload files, although for the most part it appears to work primarily with image files. Below that, you've got the ability to add things directly from your Google Drive, and you can add a link to a Drive folder. You can add YouTube videos, interactive calendars, and Google Maps. And then below that are the Google Documents and sheets and slides and things like that. We'll cover each of these a little bit later in the tutorial. Up at the top of this panel, there's 3 buttons here. So if you click on Pages, this is where you add new pages to your website. Right now, you have a default first page called Home. If you want to rename your home page to something else, you can click that button there and rename the page. This button adds new pages. When you add a second page, you'll start getting a navigation bar up in the top that lets you click between your different pages. Themes are just different layouts, font styles, and color combinations. So you can click through these and see how that changes the look of your website. And underneath each theme, there's a color scheme. So you can click the buttons there. And that changes more than just the bar up here. You'll see changes in some of the font colors and heading, title settings, things like that. You can also choose a font style for each theme, depending on what you like there. So lots of very easy options to switch around with. I'm going to stick with the simple font style. Once we're done adding things to the page, I'll come back to these and show you how the differences look.